Did you know that despite advances in medicine and healthcare, very few Americans live past the age of 87? And it's not just bad luck or genetics. Most of the time, it's the result of silent mistakes that slowly break down your body's natural defenses without you even realizing it, especially your immune system, the invisible shield that protects you from disease, infection, and even aging itself. Today, we're going to uncover 7 critical mistakes that are secretly sabotaging your immune health and silently shortening your lifespan year after year. And be warned, mistake number 5 is one that even the healthiest seniors often overlook. Yet it accelerates aging faster than almost anything else. Before we dive in, tell us in the comments, where are you watching from today? Your city, your state, we'd love to hear from you. And if staying strong, healthy, and independent after 60 matters to you, make sure to subscribe to Senior Health Wise, where we bring you trusted advice every single week. Now, let's reveal the hidden traps that are robbing seniors of precious years, and more importantly, how you can avoid them. Mistake: overloading your body with sugar and processed foods. One of the biggest silent killers of your immune system is sitting right in your kitchen. Sugar and processed foods. Every cookie, soda, frozen dinner, or fast food burger adds up over time. And while a treat once in a while won't harm you, daily exposure to high sugar, highly processed foods quietly destroys your body's defenses. Here's how it happens. When you eat sugar or processed carbohydrates, your blood sugar levels spike rapidly. In response, your body releases a flood of insulin, the hormone that helps move sugar out of your blood and into your cells. But if this happens too often, your cells become resistant to insulin signals. That triggers chronic, low-grade inflammation throughout your body, a silent fire that weakens your immune system, damages your blood vessels, and accelerates aging. In fact, studies show that seniors who consume high amounts of sugar and processed foods have a 50% higher risk of infections, slower wound healing, and even greater risks of heart disease and certain cancers. Meet Harold, a 74-year-old retired school principal from Ohio. He used to start every morning with a muffin and sweetened coffee, have a fast food lunch, and end the day with microwave dinners. He thought he was just treating himself after a lifetime of hard work. But gradually, he began feeling tired all the time, caught frequent colds, and his blood tests showed signs of chronic inflammation. It wasn't until Harold switched to fresh, whole foods, cutting down on processed snacks and sugary treats, that he noticed a dramatic difference. His energy returned, his immune markers improved, and even his doctor was impressed. Key takeaway: if you want to give your immune system a fighting chance and increase your odds of living past 87, cut back on processed foods and added sugars. Focus on real, whole foods instead. Fresh vegetables and fruits, lean proteins, whole grains like oats and quinoa, healthy fats from olive oil, nuts, and avocados. Every meal is a choice between feeding disease or feeding health. Mistake 2: ignoring early warning signs from your immune system. Your body is constantly communicating with you, and one of its most important languages is how your immune system responds. When your immune system starts to falter, it rarely announces itself with a loud alarm. Instead, it sends out small, quiet signals, whispers that something is wrong. Unfortunately, many seniors ignore these early signs, chalking them up to just getting older. But by the time these signs become loud enough to demand attention, serious damage may already be underway. So, what are these early warning signs? They include things like frequent colds and infections that take longer to recover from, cuts and wounds that heal slowly, chronic fatigue or low energy, persistent dry, itchy skin, repeated bouts of sinus infections, bronchitis, or urinary tract infections. These are not just annoyances. They are your body's way of waving a red flag, signaling that your immune defenses are weakened. Take the case of Margaret, a 78-year-old grandmother from Arizona. She thought it was normal to catch a little something every other month. But after a particularly bad winter filled with infections and a slow-healing foot wound, her doctor ran immune function tests. It turned out her vitamin D levels were dangerously low, and her inflammatory markers were elevated, both strong indicators of compromised immunity. After making a few lifestyle changes, Margaret's immune system bounced back, and so did her energy and resilience. The lesson here is simple. Don't wait for serious illness to strike. Listen to the whispers. If you notice these small symptoms persisting, it's time to take action, strengthen your nutrition, boost your movement, and consult your doctor. Small adjustments today can prevent major struggles tomorrow. Mistake 3. Overusing painkillers and anti-inflammatories. Many seniors rely on over-the-counter painkillers like ibuprofen, naproxen, or prescription anti-inflammatories to manage chronic aches and pains. It's understandable. Pain can be exhausting, but using these medications too often without medical supervision can quietly erode your immune system and your overall health. Here's why: non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. NSAIDs like ibuprofen and naproxen suppress inflammation. While this can relieve pain temporarily, chronic use can interfere with your body's natural healing processes. They can damage the lining of your stomach and intestines, making you more susceptible to infections. They also put extra stress on your liver and kidneys too, key organs involved in immune regulation and detoxification. Over time, what started as a way to manage discomfort can actually compromise your ability to fight off illness. Take the example of Leonard, a 76-year-old retired engineer from Michigan. After years of dealing with arthritis pain, he was taking ibuprofen daily without realizing the risks. Eventually, he developed a serious gastrointestinal infection and was hospitalized for sepsis, a life-threatening immune system failure. It wasn't until after his recovery that Leonard learned how constant NSAID use had weakened his body's defenses. The key lesson: pain management is important, but it must be balanced carefully. If you need frequent pain relief, it's critical to work with your doctor. Explore safer options like physical therapy, anti-inflammatory foods, gentle movement, or targeted supplements. Sometimes, a simple lifestyle adjustment can make a dramatic difference without compromising your immune strength. Your body's natural defenses are too precious to sacrifice for temporary relief. Mistake 4. Failing to nourish your body with essential vitamins. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing and utilizing key nutrients. Yet many seniors continue eating as if nothing has changed. Failing to adjust your diet or supplement routine to meet your changing nutritional needs can quietly cripple your immune system over time. Certain vitamins are absolutely crucial for maintaining strong defenses. Vitamin A helps protect the integrity of your skin and mucous membranes, your body's first line of defense against pathogens. Vitamin D modulates immune responses, reducing susceptibility to infections and chronic inflammation. B vitamins, particularly B3 and B12, are essential for energy production and supporting healthy white blood cell function. Without enough of these vitamins, your immune system loses its sharp edge, making it easier for illnesses to take hold. Consider the story of Eileen, a 79-year-old from Florida. She always considered herself a healthy eater, enjoying simple meals like toast and coffee for breakfast, a sandwich at lunch, and a light dinner. But after battling repeated respiratory infections over the winter, she discovered she was severely deficient in vitamin D and B12. Once her doctor prescribed the targeted supplements and encouraged her to include more nutrient-rich foods like eggs, fatty fish, leafy greens, and fortified dairy, Eileen noticed a profound difference. Her energy returned, her colds became rare, and her overall resilience improved dramatically. The takeaway is clear. What sustained you in your 40s is not enough for your 70s and beyond. Prioritize foods rich in fat-soluble vitamins like A and D, and consider regular blood tests to monitor and correct any deficiencies before they turn into bigger health issues. A well-nourished immune system is a powerful ally, and it's one you can strengthen every day, starting with what's on your plate. Mistake 5. Neglecting liver and gallbladder health. When most people think about the immune system, they picture white blood cells, lymph nodes, or maybe vitamins. But very few realize how critical the liver and gallbladder are to immune strength, especially as we age. Your liver is responsible for filtering toxins from your bloodstream, producing proteins vital for immune response, and regulating key nutrients like iron and vitamin A. The gallbladder, meanwhile, assists digestion by storing and releasing bile, which is essential for absorbing fat-soluble vitamins that your immune system depends on. If your liver becomes overburdened, whether from poor diet, medication overload, alcohol, or environmental toxins, it can't do its job effectively. Waste products accumulate, inflammatory processes worsen, and immune function steadily declines. Similarly, a sluggish or malfunctioning gallbladder can impair your digestion and nutrient absorption, quietly weakening your defenses from within. Take Richard, a 75-year-old retiree from California. He had no history of major illness, but often felt bloated, tired, and prone to minor infections. It wasn't until his doctor ran liver function tests that the truth emerged. Years of a high-fat, processed diet had compromised his liver's efficiency. With targeted changes reducing processed foods, increasing leafy greens and bitter vegetables like arugula and dandelion, drinking more water, and moderating medication use, Richard noticed steady improvements in his digestion, energy, and immune resilience. The lesson is simple. Your liver and gallbladder are unsung heroes of your immune system. Support them daily by eating clean, staying hydrated, avoiding unnecessary medications, and including liver-friendly foods in your meals. When these two organs thrive, your entire immune network gains strength, setting a solid foundation for longevity and vitality well beyond 87. Mistake 6. Exposing yourself to hidden environmental toxins. In today's world, environmental toxins are nearly impossible to avoid completely. They're in the air we breathe, the food we eat, the plastic containers we use, and even the cleaning supplies under our kitchen sinks. For younger adults, the body may be able to detoxify and bounce back. But for seniors, prolonged exposure to these low-level toxins can slowly chip away at immune function without making a sound. These toxins, including pesticides, heavy metals, industrial chemicals, and synthetic fragrances, place a hidden burden on your liver, kidneys, and lymphatic system. Over time, this chronic load can overwhelm your detoxification pathways, leading to persistent inflammation and suppressed immune activity. The result, you may become more vulnerable to infections, heal more slowly from illness, and experience higher rates of autoimmune flare-ups or chronic fatigue, all without realizing what's behind it. Take Donna, a 73-year-old from Pennsylvania. She kept a tidy home, always used scented disinfectant sprays, and stored leftovers in plastic containers. She also enjoyed convenience meals, unaware they were often laced with preservatives and additives. After a period of frequent headaches, joint pain, and recurring colds, her holistic doctor recommended a toxin reduction plan. She switched to glass food storage, used natural cleaning products, filtered her tap water, and opted for organic produce when possible. Within 2 months, Donna's symptoms faded, and her immune strength noticeably improved. The immune system can't do its job effectively when it's constantly battling unseen threats. You don't have to live in fear of every product, but you can reduce your toxic load by making mindful swaps. Choose natural cleaners, avoid heating food and plastic, ventilate your home regularly, and be selective about what you put on your skin and into your body. Every small step makes your body's internal environment safer, calmer, and more immune resilient. Mistake, S1, neglecting gentle daily movement. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights to support your immune system, but doing nothing at all might be the most dangerous choice of all. As we age, it's common to become less active. Aching joints, fatigue, or simply the comfort of routine often lead seniors to spend more time sitting. But physical inactivity has a quiet cost. It slows circulation, reduces lymph flow, increases inflammation, and weakens immune responsiveness. In other words, when you stop moving, your defenses slow down too. Gentle daily movement plays a vital role in training your immune system to stay active and alert. It improves blood flow, helps immune cells patrol your body more effectively, and enhances the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to every organ, especially those involved in immune response, like your thymus, spleen, and bone marrow. Consider Carl, a 77-year-old Navy veteran from Oregon. After retiring, he spent most of his days in a recliner, watching TV and reading. Over the years, he gained weight, caught colds more often, and needed antibiotics frequently. At his daughter's urging, he began walking just 15 minutes every morning and doing light stretches in the evening. Within weeks, he felt more energized. After 3 months, his doctor noted improvements in his blood pressure, weight, and immune markers. You don't need an expensive gym or complicated routine. A 20-minute walk, chair yoga, light housework, or gardening can all keep your immune system active and responsive. The key is consistency, just like your muscles. Your immune system thrives when it's used gently, daily, and with purpose. Movement is medicine, especially after 60, and the best time to start is today. So now you know, reaching 87 or even beyond isn't just about good genes or luck. It's about the small choices we make every day, the foods we eat, the way we move, and how we support our immune system long before problems appear. The 7 mistakes we discussed today don't knock you down all at once. They erode your health quietly, one missed meal, one skipped walk, one ignored symptom at a time. But the good news is, small changes can make a powerful difference. Awareness leads to better habits, and better habits build stronger immunity, more energy, and a longer, fuller life. Don't wait until warning signs become emergencies. Start with one step. Today, swap a processed meal for something fresh. Take a short walk. Or check your vitamin D levels. Your body's quiet messages are easier to fix now than later. If this video helped you spot even one habit to change, share it in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Healthwise for weekly insights on building a stronger, healthier future after 60. You've made it this far. Let's keep going, one wise choice at a time.